Why, good day, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas. And today, we're going to ring in the new year by playing Terminator 2 2D No Fate. Joining me today is...
Stupid Chainsaw Productions, aka Jeremy here.
And Triple X Medic is running a bit late. He got attacked by a bunch of eggnog addicts and he has to fight them off. So, we're going to jump into the game today. Now, we already played a little bit of this last week, so I think we're still in Future War. Yeah, we're still in the Future War. And we're just playing it on easy money because it's a stream.
Cool.
Very exciting. Yeah.
And I wasn't here for the first half.
Yeah, but you can kind of figure out what's going on. It follows the movie, more or less.
Yeah, like... I've watched a few reviews on this, and I wanted to jump on because I'm thinking about picking it up while Steam sales are going on.
It is very much worth your time. Okay, let's see. Cyrus, you pissed off your brother. That's not good. Did you steal his eggnog? Got the entire series of Dexter's Laboratory. That's another classic. Oh yeah, I turned off the music because we're going to get to some copyrighted stuff soon. And I don't want to get flagged.
That's unfortunate. I've heard the soundtrack's pretty good for this.
Yeah, they have the Guitars Cadillacs song for when the T-800 shows up.
Oh, fun.
And I'm sure that, I don't know if they got Guns N' Roses, Guns N' Roses, You Could Be Mine. Not sure.
I know Bad to the Bone is...
Oh yeah, there's that one.
Yeah, you can hit the jukebox and it changes, which, like, it's
yeah, I'm a big fan of George Thorogood and the Destroyers. I'm sure no one ever remembers the Destroyers, but they know who he is.
I mean, funny thing is, like, he didn't really know how to play guitar when he joined the band, and that's why Bad to the Bone is, like, has such a basic guitar riff. Is he just, like, bought one to try out. He bought a guitar just to try out for the band.
Huh.
Or so the story goes.
Neat. I did not know that. I'd have never known. Yeah, when I was a kid, I was a big fan of that scene where Arnie, you know, he's got his motorcycle leathers on, he's got the Harley Davidson, the shotgun. It's like, I want to be like that one day.
Yeah, me too. I was really into that because, like, I saw this probably early 2000s, right around the time T3 came out. Because I remember that being a big deal, and we were hoping for a Terminator 4 that Schwarzenegger became governor, and that wasn't going to happen.
And come to find out, Schwarzenegger governor was actually even more blue hair than Gavin Newscomb.
In some ways. In other ways, no. Not while he was governor, at least. He was okay. He profited off of a really terrible situation where our governor at the time, Gray Davis, made a really bad energy deal with Enron in Texas, and he ended up getting recalled over it.
Oh, Enron. That Enron is a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Yeah, I barely remember this because I was like 10 or 11 when that whole thing.
Yeah, a lot of people lost their shirt over that, among other things.
Yeah.
So there's a website. Wait, go on.
Schwarzenegger being like being considered a conservative, only in California would that happen.
Yeah, he was the micro-stamping guy, I think, right?
Yes, that was his last thing. And yeah, that took forever to get off of the roster.
That is just so dumb, but
yeah, oh, I agree. It was right before the Gen 4 Glock came out.
I still just got a Gen 3. I like to have... Oh, I'm gonna die. Because I'm really hurt.
Yeah,
I like how the HK here has a face.
Yeah, it reminds me of something you'd see on, like, the Genesis.
It's one of those things where, like, Terminator, if you look at it realistically, Skynet technically has a chance to win pretty easily. if they're dealing with like modern day technology. It's like an 80s brutalist sort of thing works, but like imagine if Skynet just released like a cloud of nanomachines that was an instant death for anyone who breathed them in.
It wouldn't be as interesting.
Yeah. Although, see, like, whenever people like say, there used to be a website called Cracked, which I think is long since defunct, but they were like, why didn't like Skynet just send a UAV? It's like, that's not exactly what one would call sneaky there. One for mom and one for me. I can go back for Sarah. It would be my honor to protect. I would like it if Kyle Reese didn't know who Sarah Connor is. I just think that would be a better narrative, I think. And no, they did not get Michael Beanbine's likeness rights. That's why you can't see his face.
Yeah, I think he's done with the video game thing after being duped into Colonial Marines.
They did get Robert Patrick's, though. Robert Patrick doesn't exactly come expensive, I don't think.
Not anymore. Oh man. What are the Terminator games that you recommend?
Not many,
Gemma?
because most are terrible.
I fully agree.
Let's see. Terminator Sega CD is probably the earliest that you would actually want to play. T2 Arcade is good for about the first maybe 10 minutes. Then there's Terminator Resistance, and that's pretty much it. There was a game from 2002. I think they misspelled breakfast. Breakfast. That looks like that's spelled wrong. Also, why would you call your... Wait a second.
I think that's spelled right. It just
looks weird.
Yeah, it's not spaced well, but I'm okay. It's fine with me. It's a game.
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle. It's like, you didn't say please. And yes, we are playing as a naked Terminator, and since this isn't in HD, you can't see his Terminator dingle dangle.
I just remember it was either, I think it was T2 for this Super Nintendo blocks his nether regions Austin Powers style.
Yep.
Like there's just objects in the way.
I do not remember. I know the Super Nintendo version is a terrible LJN, the Laughing Joking Numbnuts. It was terrible. It was one of the worst games I ever played. I thought there was a time period before like the AVGN or anyone on YouTube talking about classic games where you kind of had to go on like memories from like less than a decade ago. Oh yeah, we got soda brand soda. Looks an awful lot like Pepsi. But I got T2 for the Super Nintendo thinking it was the arcade version. It was not. It's utterly unplayable.
Yeah. Wasn't there a Game Boy port of the arcade game?
I don't know if there was at the arcade game, but there was a T2 for the Game Boy, and for some reason, one of the mini games is to reprogram Arnie here, and it's like this really complicated like wire puzzle. You know, for kids.
I just think Terminator has had some of the worst luck with games.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, because I was like, Alien, you know, there's some sort of decent games there. Predator's probably done well, I don't know. I've never played the Predator 2 game.
It's not good. It's terrible.
Okay, the NES port of Predator is god awful.
Pretty much, yeah. I think somebody joined.
Do it.
We got Triple X in the house. But go on, Chainsaw Man.
I think Concrete Jungle makes up for all that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Predator game, but yeah, with Terminator, I have to agree with you. The Sega CD port is the best version of the original movie. Until this, there hasn't been a good one of T2 in my opinion, because the arcade.
Yeah, there has not been.
It's just kind of bland after a while, and then P3, that's what I remember most was those PlayStation 2 Terminator 3 games because they made 2 of them for some reason.
Yeah, which is very odd. Damn.
And they're both bad. The Rise of the Machines game is too easy, and
Oh. Okay, hold on. You're gonna get up to that point, but like we literally see Robert Patrick just knife John Connor in the back.
That's
If I may jump in here for a second, gentlemen.
of course.
All right.
The easiest way to get through this is to pay attention ahead of you and watch for the exclamation points. If it's down below, move up. If it's up high, move down.
Okay.
Don't actually watch the truck.
Damn it. It's like Top Gun all over again. Okay, here's a piece of trivia though. Robert Patrick was able to actually run faster than the bike.
Yeah, that thing
Yes.
doesn't go that
That's
fast.
correct.
But
Got like a weed whacker motor in it or something.
They also dubbed the engine sound from a 4-stroke to a 2-stroke.
Damn it. We keep running over O.J. Simpson for some reason. Damn it. Fuck my life.
do you remember what the shotgun was? What they dubbed the shotgun over with? Because that's not how that gun sounds.
I think it was a cannon and like a goddamn fuck my life. See, Triple X, if you were here, I would literally just hand you the controller and just like fucking do it.
See, just look at the farthest. Just look to the far right of the screen and just watch for the exclamation points.
I see the arrows, but I still end up hitting shit. Oh,
The arrows
I see.
just give you.
I know. I just figured it out. I'm a fucking moron. Nope. I got the thing wrong. Aha. I'm smart. No, I'm not.
You're doing a little better.
You're getting slightly better.
Yeah. So you got here a little late, Triple X. I assume you had to fight a bunch of eggnog addicts.
No, worse. I had to fight Parkway Tunnel car accident.
Oh, yikes!
Not fun. Probably strung out on the nog. Damn it! Why do I keep crashing into that thing like an idiot?
Well,
Out of
don't
curiosity, how do I sound today?
You sound a lot better.
I didn't have time to set anything up because I was running late, so I just plugged it in and said, okay, I hope it works.
Oh, good. Yeah, works.
Look at
Hold
me,
on,
I
I
am
gotta-
high tech like you guys.
Exactly. You're not on a phone anymore. Okay, let's try this again.
No. It's all right. The phone's not bad. I once did a podcast with one of the co-hosts. She didn't have Wi-Fi in her house or internet at all. So she would have to take her laptop to the McDonald's, and she would podcast from the McDonald's.
That's dedication.
Oh yeah.
Hello, Agnostic. I have beat this game multiple times myself, and I cannot stop laughing at that goddamn gift you made for me the other day on Discord. Brilliant. Chainsaw, we were playing Terminator last week, and I think Agnostic made a reference to Tommy Wiseau as the Tommynator. And Terminator's coming back in time to sell crack to the inner cities.
Damn it! Goddamn! I'm gonna get it. I'm going to get it. Damn it!
We actually, in one of my film classes, we watched The Room.
Oh, hi, Chainsaw.
It's such a good one. That's like one of the best, worst movies ever.
Agreed.
It never gets old. Although I will say the Disaster Artist is one of the worst biopics I've ever seen.
So how do you think Tommy Wiseau actually funded the movie? Mafia ties or fentanyl?
Yeah, it's some sort of inheritance.
You know, the Gizmondo was funded by Mafia ties.
Yep. No, damn it. Fuck my life. But I survived.
It's okay. You can take a couple hits of damage, but look, you got it. You did it.
All right, we'll take a look at the chat in just
go.
a minute.
Oh, here we go again.
This is actually pretty good, though. I mean, like, this is a smart way to do it. You know, though, if this came out in, like, 1990, whatever the fuck, this would be terrible. Like, it would not work at all.
No.
On the NES, definitely not. Maybe the Super Nintendo. Because aren't there, like, segments like this in the Super Star Wars?
Yeah, but they're extremely difficult and are jank as fuck. Damn it.
I don't know. I've never actually played Super Return of the Jedi, I don't think. I used to have the other two through Wii Shop Channel, which I will argue was the best Nintendo like download shop that they ever officially did.
Yeah, the Virtual Console really helped get retro games more popular. Now, if you were a PC gamer, you could just torrent, not torrent, but just download, like, from random websites, you know? Which is what I did.
Yeah. I remember doing that in my ROP building construction class I had for like 3 weeks and then quit so I could be in the broadcast in my high school. I remember we did that, like, we just played Contra while, like, learning about OSHA stuff and not actually learning about anything.
Yep.
Weren't paying attention.
Damn it. God damn it, fucking thing. Yeah, get to the chopper. The pizza tutorial is a legend. Oh my god, I hate that video. That video, I mean, I'm glad somebody likes it, but that was during what I consider the slop era of the channel, so I don't particularly like that video. It's kind of like that one little time period where I did shit like talk about Chris Chan, which I was not proud of that time period.
Man, I missed that.
Ugh. Ugh.
It wasn't our beef era, which was the most one-sided beef that ever existed.
Hey, you know, I actually was aware of that, and I was like, hey, I must be getting popular now, because I got people talking bad about me. Somebody actually cares enough.
I'm just embarrassed by it, personally.
I mean, I get it, but, like, for me, I'm thinking, like, you know, you look at, like, say, Nostalgia Critic. You've got people with million view videos complaining about his Wall review, which I've not seen, because I don't care about Pink Floyd. I'm not a fan, so... Damn it, god damn it, fuck everything.
Yeah, I hate that review, but I don't hate it as much as, like, most people do. I mean, I sat through To Boldly Flee, and that was more painful to watch than the Wall review.
Yeah, because that's 4 hours long of... And nothing about Chris Chan, but I did a video in 2015 on Chris Chan during the slop era, and the sad part about that video is it got so many views. If anyone's wondering whatever happened to that video, I deleted it, and I was very happy to delete it too. I was like, I put out like videos that take effort and nobody watches it, but people can watch me like talk about somebody I literally do not care about and never heard of until like, I don't even know how I knew about that creature.
I told you, my best video I ever did was just something I recorded off my TV with my...
Isn't that the way, though, you know?
Yeah, sometimes I wish that my older reviews didn't get as many views as they did. Because, like, I mean,
Oh crap!
some of my early, like, book reviews were just god awful. It had a lot more swearing, which I wasn't too big of a fan of.
Yeah, everybody swore in the early 2000s. Like everybody did, and then once YouTube said you couldn't swear anymore, nobody did anymore.
Well, I mean, I still do. I just try to like judge who my audience is going to be for things. Like, I don't feel bad swearing in like Aliens reviews, but in a Star Wars review, I don't like to do that.
I love the flaming tire that just rolls out. They had to
Yeah.
include that for some reason.
Well, because it's a famous scene, you know. It's like, oh, the Pescadero. Okay, let me check the chat here. Been a fan for a decade. Thank you. And yeah, we're doing live streams once a week. I would do more, but I'm an adult and have a job, so I'm kind of screwed. Did a Chris Chan post in the Terminator Lava Factory? And I put
My
Chris
wife
Chan.
wants to say something.
Oh, hello.
She said hello.
Nice.
She's giving me faces. That's Mrs.
You know-
Chan. Yeah.
You know, I was only 10 minutes late, and yet you're so ahead. You
Eh.
missed one of the secrets I wanted to show you.
Well, that's the problem with like eggnog addicts smashing into walls, I guess. Oh yeah, as you can see, they have their hands over Arnie's face because they can't afford him yet.
What? What's that? You're cold? Okay.
Oh yeah,
My
for
wife
all the
is.
people. Yeah, it happens. We're not cold out here in Texas. It's 74 degrees. No, it's not. It's 77. No wonder I'm sweating up a storm.
It was like 37.
Shut up.
Okay?
Shut up, General.
So why do a lot of podcasts have bad audio quality? I don't know. I guess because they're cheap, or more likely they don't have any like technical skills. Because can you imagine like Ben Shapiro having anything skill related?
No, he hires people to do that, you know?
Exactly. Like
Have you
Lo
ever
did.
seen the first episode of the Joe Rogan Experience?
No.
Oh, it's bad. And it's because they're like trying to do a live stream and they're like standing up. It's bizarre.
Wow. Okay, so we've got our soda. We got the Coke machine here, and they can't say Pepsi, but I think we all know that's Pepsi.
Or
Yes.
the Korean flag.
By the way, there's a trophy if you unlock every door on the first try.
We got one. This was the like
Wait
the.
till the
Wait, go on.
wait till the T-1000 shows up and you have to off the door on the fly and then hide.
Uh-oh, I'm so dead. Because I have to play this in a
tell you,
really tiny window. Wait, go on.
Oh.
I'll let you know like when he's gonna start to show up.
Yeah, all right. RC
I'll
Cola. Go on.
Ooh.
You can run up to them when their backs are turned. You don't have to.
Oh crap! Here he is.
It's RC Cola business.
This was like the creepiest scene in the movie though, where like that guy was like perving out on. I don't remember the guys having
You have to
guns
hide
and.
in the cell.
Yeah. Gonna use lethal force on Sarah Connor here.
Yeah, no.
Let's see, Snowed. And yeah, I do recommend this game a lot. It is a lot of fun.
Yeah, I keep getting sucked in.
Oh, Silver Wings is the one drinking RC Cola.
RC Cola and a moon pie. Moon pies are shit. I've had them before.
hide under the camera. Beam's not.
Yeah, it's like Metal Gear Solid. Sarah, what happened? Oh crap. Oh yeah, there was a really weird Terminator Battlefront
Ready
ripoff.
to run.
When was that?
There was a Terminator Battlefront ripoff. I forget what it's called. I could never get it to work. I could play like 2 seconds of it and it'd crash. Crap. Do I hide? Yes. But one side is Resistance, one side is the Terminators. But it never worked. It literally just, it went straight to like half-price books. So, I got spotted. Return to your positions, right? Maybe it was War of the Machines. I don't remember. The Pescadero staff. He didn't steal a actually, he didn't steal a Browning high power. It was actually a Colt Commander in 9mm. I like how Sarah just kind of like falls down for no reason. Come with me if you want to live. Hey, I got S rank somehow. Now, do either one of y'all know why is S rank considered better than A?
I don't know.
Japanese thing.
But how does that make sense in Japanese?
Because they
Skynet's
don't
into-
have an A.
I guess. Oh, they don't have an A, you're right. He went back to, sent back the T-800 to serve as his bodyguard. I still don't know if I can trust that thing, but it did save my life back there. Okay, so how do y'all feel about the director's cut of T2?
Nah. I like the additional Miles Dyson
Love
scene.
it.
But I think the theatrical cuts, like, I would watch the theatrical cut more than I would the extended.
And I'll touch on that in just a minute. So, as you can see, we don't have likeness rights for Arnold Schwarzenegger, so it's literally just a skinned T-800 head. That's it.
Watch.
So we don't have money for that. I don't think we have money for the guy who played Miles
Director's
Dyson either.
cut is great. Although the theatrical cut is perfectly serviceable, but
Hey, check your internet connection, Triple X, because you're coming in kind of distorted.
but the director's cut does show one pivotal scene where she could tell the difference between who's the real and fake Sarah.
Oh yeah.
That's true, actually. You know, maybe I like the director's cut more than I think I do, because like we're at the scene that's in the director's cut.
And it checked, showing all green.
Okay, but we're at the scene that the director's cut is most famous for, is where they take the chip out. This is actually, I like how you can leave the chip. I think that's kind of hilarious. Oh yeah, this is the alternate timeline stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
But that's a very cool scene where they've got like Sarah. I can't remember her name, the actress's name, but like they have her twin. Yeah, Linda Hamilton's twin, Lara Hamilton. That's probably not her name.
Yeah, if you don't
They got
Linda
her likeness
Hamilton.
rights, but she doesn't really look good as a still cutscene, though. I'm just saying.
Linda. Oh, her sister. My bad.
Yeah, I like the original cut, the theatrical cut. Oh yeah, we can pull the trigger. Oh my god! Let's just be glad she didn't shoot him.
You know, they actually set the skeleton of her on fire when they made that scene.
You know, some people have a commitment to a bit. So, like, my earliest memory of this movie that made me really like T2 a lot. Now, I think Terminator 1's the best, but I remember when, like, Arnold rips off the skin from the arm. I thought that was the coolest thing I'd ever seen when I was, like, 5.
That's
Oh,
all
yeah.
for the if you end up if you make the alternate choices, you have alternate levels.
Huh. Oh yeah. Also, this is where Sarah Connor comes off as a bit of a blue hair. It's like, oh, you evil men making bombs and shit. It's like, oh my god, just go.
He didn't have to do the whole arm though. He could have just showed a finger.
Maybe, but it's a lot cooler though.
Is yeah, no, this is the beginning of the preachiness that I don't like in James Cameron's career.
Yeah, it's like,
I mean, nowhere near as preachy as the Avatar films are.
yeah.
But, yeah, well, I guess The Abyss was preachy too.
Yeah, I always hated that part where she's like, "You never built something to feel it grow inside you."
It's like, Sarah,
Yeah.
you know, have you thought about attending a university somewhere? You know?
Getting your gender studies degree.
Yeah. Let's see. The high power is good because it's a double stack mag. For the longest time, 1911s were just single stack. And also, it has a more advanced like operating mechanism. It's the Browning linkless versus the Browning linked action. We got killer Roombas.
Am I coming across to you guys?
Yeah,
Not really.
but you're really distorted.
Yeah, I'm not getting a lot from you. So.
I don't know what the deal is with that, because I remember you tried to use like your laptop mic once, and it did the same thing.
You hear me?
Not really, no.
Extreme distortion.
Can you hear me?
A little better.
And see, we're just a little rinky-dink outfit. We're not like Joe Rogan, who has billions of dollars. Or not billions, but millions at least.
Yeah. We're trying, people.
Or, oh, what's that other guy that everybody hates? The guy with the beard that has, like, all the has-beens on there?
Neither of you hear me.
Oh,
Yeah, I can hear you.
Bert Kreischer.
No, it's a different guy. Oh, what's... The Quartering, that's his name. Yeah.
Okay, how about now?
It's still coming in really distorted. I don't know what's with that.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. I found my stash of Lindor truffles.
Nice.
So we can do a little ASMR.
How about now?
Oh, you're getting there.
Getting closer. Yeah, like the Quartering, he showed up for like the Charlie Kirk like conference, and like nobody cared.
Phone again.
Damn. We'll figure it out. It's not the. We'll figure that out. We'll troubleshoot after the stream. Also, they're cloning dinosaurs. Skynet's gonna have killer dinosaurs.
So this level is so easy if you just slide the entire time.
Huh. Just gonna slide across the ground, man. She's gonna have not gonna be able to sit down for a week.
Eventually you're gonna see a guard holding a shield. Tell me his sprite doesn't look like Leon Kennedy.
I'll have to see because I got exploded. Leslie Hamilton is Linda's twin's name. She was a nurse. She died. Ah well.
Oh, shit.
Hey, I found out something the other day. Bob Newhart. Most people in the chat probably don't know who Bob Newhart even is. He was a famous comedian back in like the 70s, but I think most people would know him today as like the Papa Elf from Elf. But he made it until last year. Died at 94.
Really?
Yeah, I thought he'd been dead years ago.
I did that with an actor the other day. And I can't remember who. Oh, it was Clint. No, I didn't. I thought Clint Eastwood had died. That's what it was. And He's still
He's still around.
He's what is that statue company where they do the Uncanny Valley like statues for like Star Wars and stuff?
I think it's Hot Toys.
Yeah, they're doing a whole series of Clint Eastwood ones. So they did Harry Callahan from Dirty Harry and The Man with No Name.
Well, that's gonna be interesting. I know that they did one for Robert Patrick, and he did like a podcast or something about it. He was really impressed by it, although it still looked weird as fuck.
Well, they're just too close.
Yeah.
Although Hot Toys is the only company that can do a decent like, well, they do it freakishly well, but they're the only one that does a camel face well.
There he is. There's Leon.
Yep, I just noticed. Have you primed all the barrels? You know what? I'll prime you. Christmas
What's
Vacation
everyone-
2.
Are you not planting the bombs on the barrels?
I thought I was. That's a missed one.
You see how the like Skynet symbol's pointing to the right?
Yeah, that's where I'm going. I just noticed it.
Yeah, it tells you where to go, like to plant the bombs.
Poor Leon.
And you can go indoors. Like some of the bombs are inside the offices.
Crap.
Oh,
Getting blown up by Roombas here.
Death Roombas.
have I told you guys how we got our Roomba for the house?
No.
So my wife's really good. She always finds the good deals on Facebook Marketplace. And this guy was offering a Roomba brand new in the box. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. He wanted like $30 or something. He's like, can you meet me in a gas station parking lot? Like, okay. So my wife and I go, and it was so cool. I think it was acquired legally.
Uh-oh.
And he sold it for a $30 profit.
I mean, you know, that's one way to get it. That reminds me of when I got a PS3 off of Craigslist back when such a thing wasn't super dangerous. It was almost like a drug deal. It's like we pulled up at like a Target parking lot, and it's just like money exchange hands, PS3 exchange hands, and it's like, oh dear. Craigslist used to be good.
I love how Miles Dyson dies from like way off screen.
Yeah. That's
Damn
actually
you,
pretty
Hank
powerful scene,
Schrader.
though.
You. Tonight, you. 10 banana, no.
Let's
It's
see,
your favorite thing. It's a driving sequence.
Oh God, no! I'm not surprised, but
Just remember, okay? Look for the exclamation points. If it's up, move down. If it's down, move up.
And yeah, I'm always on the human side for Avatar. We gotta waste these blue furries. Just fuck the furries, man. God damn it.
Is Avatar 2 any good?
I think you answered your own question, because no.
I didn't see the second one because I was like, I thought it was like a money laundering scheme that James Cameron was doing. He was claiming of making Avatar sequels.
Basically, the only reason to watch Avatar 2 is for Colonel Quidditch. He's pretty cool in that. He gets his own avatar body, which is kind of neat. But that's about it.
I thought he didn't survive.
You have to aim at the red square.
I got it.
Like Moscow.
But yeah, Colonel Quidditch gets its own avatar body. Avatar 3 apparently is making bazillions of dollars. God damn it, fuck my life.
You know, it's a shame that it's such a shit movie. It just goes to show that people will still pay to see shit.
Well, Avatar 3... Wait, go on.
That's right.
Oh, well, I'll just say real quick. Avatar 3, Colonel Quidditch gets his own Avatar girlfriend.
They have an adoptive American military son, so I guess there's that.
So, yeah. What were you gonna say, Chainsaw?
I'm trying to remember. I totally spaced it.
Crap. God damn it, fuck my life. As much as I hate this, it does work really well. So I'm not gonna complain too much. And yeah, Avatar does, oh, you bastard. You bastard.
Terminated.
God damn you, Robert Patrick.
Oh, there we go. There's the M16.
Yep.
Oh, you didn't make
I
it.
love how she just unceremoniously just rolls out the back dead.
Yeah. You're dead, your friends are dead, game over.
Do
You
have a
know,
look at
not to
continues?
nitpick, but she can technically die because the future's about John, not Sarah.
Yeah.
Just saying.
What is the best out of all the films and like the book timeline and what have you? What do you think is like the best outcome for Sarah Connor after this film?
The T2 book continuity with, by S.M. Sterling. She survives all the way to the end of, the Future War.
Okay, because I
And there's
know
this-
in the Randall Frakes novelization for T2, she dies during the conflict.
Continue.
Yeah, I remember reading that, but the S.M. Sterling, though, she survives to the end of the war. And like John Connor's in the future is like, oh man, you're so old. I still remember that after reading that like 20 years ago. The T2 novel universe is weird though, because there's a Arnold Schwarzenegger character he's the model for the T-800, and of course John Connor and Sarah Connor meet him when they're living in like not Poland. What's the name of the P country in South America? I can't remember what it is.
Peru?
No, it's the other one. Paraguay. That's the one. They
Oh,
live in
yeah.
they live in Paraguay, and the German guy Dieter von Roschbach, who looks exactly like Arnold Schwarzenegger, moves right next to him, and they befriend him. And Sarah Connor like fucks him, and yeah.
That's hilarious.
And he becomes like a big part of the resistance movement, and they both survived to the end of the war.
Are there any other Terminator stories that tie into the T2?
That's pretty much it. There's actually a Terminator 3 universe though.
There is. I don't have any of those ones.
They're not worth it.
I
They
know-
don't go anywhere.
Yeah, that was the same. Salvation had at least one novel, too, and it didn't go anywhere.
The comics actually finish it up. What ends up happening is John Connor loses his human body. Sarah Connor, for whatever reason, not Sarah Connor, Skynet, basically cyberizes a psychopath so that they can make better Terminators. The psychopath, you guessed it, turns against Skynet. John Connor and then Skynet have to work together to take down the psychopath. Long story short, there's a peace treaty between Skynet and humanity. Oh, bullshit. How was I supposed to know that? Fuck you, game.
You can't let John get too far ahead. He will die.
Continue.
Okay, I didn't know that.
And you have kept him.
Now, see, this is the part where, like, this was kind of stupid. Like, Hasta la vista, baby, is a cool line, but if he hadn't shot him, it would have made a lot of sense if, like, you know, Arnold there just picked him up and threw him in the middle. Say again?
Pick his frozen ass up and chuck him in the lava.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's a movie, so he kind of has to do that, but it's like, really?
It's the rule of cool.
Oh no, get
Charles
down there,
Bronson.
Sarah! Oh my.
Have
Oh,
ever
you little
seen,
bastard, John Connor. Why do you keep running so far ahead?
He's a kid.
Dang.
Oh, crap. No, turn around, you idiot! Ugh.
Terminated.
What if Kyle Reese survived the first movie? That would be a very different story. But it'd be kind of neat, I guess.
I'm shocked they haven't done that.
Oh, he actually does survive in Terminator Genesis.
Genesis.
Oh yeah. Ugh. Ugh. What a horrible movie.
I'm one of the few people that likes that movie, though.
What?
I kind of like it. You know, it's like, I like some of the ideas at least. You know, it's like, this is like a nexus of time. You know, I kind of like where they kind of do that. I thought that was kind of
But
cool.
did they have to girl boss her?
I don't know that they really girl bossed Sarah Connor by having her played by the chick from Game of Thrones. I thought it was all right. It's a goofy. God damn it! Fuck you, Robert Patrick.
Terminated.
I'll admit I have not seen Genesis since 2015, so maybe it's worse than I remember though. I've not seen Dark Fate though. That is the girl boss nader because it's like you're gonna kill John Connor in the first 5 minutes of the movie? You're gonna like detox Edward Furlong for 5 minutes just to kill him?
Well, it's
It's like
not even
Wolf
the first 5 minutes. It's a flashback,
Oh,
like midway through the film, I think.
okay, I didn't know
I
that.
only once. When to explain why Sarah Connor's even there, which is very thin. It's very thin reasoning.
Oh, yeah, shouldn't she have
Well,
died from cancer?
The timeline changed because John died, and because James Cameron produced this one and didn't like. I don't know why he doesn't. He's not. I guess he's not Stallone, who will retroactively cut his ex-wife out of Rocky IV when he did the re.
That's pretty hilarious.
Yeah, yeah. Although that re-edit's kind of interesting.
I love how they're showing this scene from the movie with them fighting.
Yeah.
John moves really fast.
He needs to be in track and field.
All right, this is the end of the game.
Wow, this is a short ass game.
Keep going. You got it.
Doop. It's another one of those rule of cool things. If he could have done that, why didn't he do it already? Oh God, Cyrus,
Could you
that
imagine
actually is
trying to do
true.
that in the 90s?
Wait a second.
This game has been awesome.
Could you imagine trying to animate this in the 90s?
You need like a supercomputer. And yeah, Chantal, this is a pretty awesome game. It needs to be a little longer though, I think.
Yeah, I think they're banking on the alternate timeline stuff, adding time for you, and also
Well,
they have
it's also
the,
only $20.
Okay, that does not look like Arnold. I'll let y'all catch up, but it's like it's his stunt double.
yeah.
Looks like William Dafoe. Or not William Dafoe, Christopher Walken.
This guy is unfucking believable.
This was the scene that every man in America is allowed to cry to.
Yes. Oh man, I remember. I'm surprised I didn't get in trouble for that. But like on the last day of the last official day for me, at least, of school of high school, I was watching this movie on my PSP, and I did tear up at that shortly before some kind of test. So yeah.
It's the man pass that every man has. You're allowed to cry at the end of T2.
It's time to head to the TDE and end this once and for all.
Can you cry at the end of Dark Fate because it was so bad and you're embarrassed? Like tears of embarrassment. Or shame.
Okay, so for those of y'all who don't know how Dark Fate ends, John Connor's dead, so he's replaced by his, girl boss equivalent. Literally,
And
it's
they're
a
not
girl-
made at, it's a different company. Because the timeline changed.
Rev
Yes.
9. Legion.
I almost said it's Genesis, but that was the Terminator Genesis. But it's
Yeah,
the
that-
same idea.
Yeah, it's
that-
the Rev 9 from Legion.
They got that shit canceled.
I love how, even though the timelines changed, they still built Terminators that look like Terminators.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, people wouldn't go otherwise.
And they made in Dark Fate they made Arnie into like, you know, this kind of like emasculated doesn't he like make like dollhouses or something? It's some kind of lame ass
Crazy.
shit.
A human woman because he understands her feelings.
Oh yeah. I thought that was like from Sarah Connor Chronicles though. Like didn't like Terminator do that in that movie or show?
I don't remember. That show's god awful. I'd rather watch Genesis. I'd rather watch any of the movies other than Sarah Connor Chronicles.
The only thing really good about the show is Cameron, the Terminator like waifu, is pretty hot. I mean,
Oh, River from Firefly.
oh, she was in that?
Yeah, she was the little girl in that.
But the waifu-nator was pretty hot.
Your pipe bombs do more damage to bosses than your guns do.
We blasted him.
What was this?
I always
Yeah.
thought the HK patrol unit was kind of cool as hell and underutilized.
Yes. Summer Glau is the actress's name. Okay.
Oh, do you
The only
remember-
problem with like Hollywood beauty standards is they always make these girls so fucking skinny. It's like, because I can I'll tell you all this. I am a pog man. Give me a girl who like can eat a cheeseburger and not like die. Not
I
somebody
think-
that's gonna eat like kale and like a salad.
No, I happen to find underweight chicks attractive.
I never did, you know.
There's something about when you're in mid-coitus and you can see yourself through their skin.
I'm not really into that, no.
I had to word that very carefully for our YouTube overlords.
Oh my.
Yeah,
Why
we're
ca-
not a. I'm sorry, I won't finish that sentence.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
No, I was gonna get us in trouble.
Oh, don't do that.
So this is actually really cool. This boss is lifted from the Universal Studios ride.
That's right. Have either of you ever gone on the T2 experience?
No, as a kid, we never had any kind of money to even consider going there.
No. I went on it once, and it was very, very fun. I was 11, and I thought it was so neat.
I've seen it on YouTube, and it does look like it'd be pretty fun.
Yeah.
Although I'll be honest, I don't think I would have actually enjoyed going to Universal as a kid, because back then I hated going to stuff like that. Usually because there were stupid little kids there, and I hated kids. So
It's a lot of people too. That's my big. I'm not a big rides guy. For me, I like the 2 times I went to Disneyland. I like Disneyland, like walking around. I like people watching because I'm weird like that. I
Yeah.
watched a have a heart attack at Disneyland. That was my first Disneyland experience. And I like eating like theme park food, but I mean it doesn't like me back, so that's
Oh.
always a crisis.
yeah,
But Disneyland I think is the most fun to shop more than go on the rides.
Yeah, that's another
Universal-
thing.
Oh,
Wait, go on.
go on.
I was gonna say, like, that's another thing. As a kid, I would have hated. God damn it! Fuck my life. I would have hated. It's just gonna be one of those levels. I'm just gonna keep killing myself. I would have hated just because once again, all the kids. My poor mother is like, oh, I would have loved to have taken you there. I was like, I'm glad you didn't, because I would have hated it, and you would have spent so much money for something I would have hated.
Terminated.
So,
I love how you've caused more damage to yourself than the
I
big
know.
Terminator
I just
did.
keep falling like an idiot.
It's a weird thing to do. Like, it's a weird moveset to jump up and then shoot down. Are you playing on controller at least?
Yeah. Fuck my life. There we go. Yeah, as soon as we beat this, and I can go to Terminator Resistance, that's more my... Fuck my life. That's more my kind of game, because it's a first-person shooter. Even back in the 90s, I preferred first-person shooters, even though there's only like 2 in existence.
One of your big problems, though, was you grabbed the life up when you were almost at full health.
Oh. Fuck! I think Salvation would have been considered a B movie, but I'm going to tell you something for real, though. When I saw Terminator Salvation in the theater, back then, in 2009, I was like, this is so good! I actually thought it was good. And it's not a bad movie the first time, but you better not think about it. Where did they get the fuel for those A-10s? Where'd they get it?
Yeah, the resistance leaders are in a submarine in the middle of the ocean. It's weird.
Yep.
Yeah, with an American and a Russian.
Yeah, it doesn't work. The have either of you seen the unrated version?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it just has a breast scene of
From
the
who?
The Moon
the
River
one-
Blood girl.
the guy that
Oh, Moon Blood, good.
yeah. Yeah, she has like a shower scene with a water pump from what I remember. And I was like, okay. This is something. Because that was my big complaint with Salvation was it was PG-13.
And they spoiled it in the trailer.
They did that for Genesis 2, where it's like they're gonna make John Connor the villain.
Yeah.
The one thing that Genesis has going for it. Which is actually leftovers from Salvation's script, if I'm not mistaken.
You did it. Yay.
Carbs and sugar make you gain weight. Yeah, but I like sugar. But yeah, you
I'll be
don't
right
eat
back,
too many
guys.
carbs. Affirmative. Godspeed, soldier. Here's to a better future for all of us. All right. Well, that's T2 2D No Fate. TCP/IP, UDP, PCP, all the rest. All right. So, what did y'all think of it?
Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Best $20 I spent in a very long time.
Chainsaw Man. I think we lost the chainsaw.
His blade's gone down, or he's run out of gas.
I don't know, but I like this a lot. I think it could have been a little longer, but at the same time, I can see why they did it the way they did it, though, especially with the timeline stuff. I'd actually come back and play this again, especially the Future War levels. It's kind of funny, you only play as the Terminator a little bit in this game. I thought you'd play as him more, but I think it's just the bar level and on the bike. The rest it's mainly Sarah Connor. Sarah!
Well, when you do the alternate time levels, you get more Arnold levels. Like, you have the epic shootout with the minigun, and basically you kill Miles Dyson.
Okay. Well, I will try to play those other levels later, but we're just going to go to Terminator Resistance.
Are you picking up your previous save?
Congratulations, try another path. Yes, we're going to pick up on that save. We're not going to start it again.
Okay, cool.
We're just going to be,
Did you step on a Lego?
maybe. Let's see. We got SJC. Oh, Jesus played this game. We got Cyber. We got 101. We got Bit Map and Burr.
Yeah, okay, by the way, I was curious about some of these names. SJC is obviously Sarah Connor, John Connor. Who are the other nicknames or the initials?
Let's see. Where is? Hold on. I'm trying to find. There's the game. All right. Should just launch Unreal Engine. Oh my goods.
Oh my god.
Taeyon.
Bartman.
Okay, let me see real quick. Okay, Chainsaw is still in the chat, but I assume he had to mute because life.
Oh dear.
Let's see. Shang Tsung, the big burly. Oh, you already mentioned that. That was T600. Star Citizen has reached almost 1 billion in funding. You know, I remember Star Citizen was a big deal in the early 2010s, and everybody was like going nuts over it. I had a friend who spent over $500 on the game, and it hadn't even come close to releasing. It's like, no, thank you.
Oh, we're on Resistance.
Yep. The Pio de
Where
Resistance.
did you go?
What's up?
Where did you go?
Oh, I went and got dinner. I'm eating some pozole while we
Nice.
stream.
Terminator Future Shock and Expansion is the game for Future War stuff. With decoded chips. So, Westinghouse is supposed to have manufactured these plasma rifles. So, yeah.
That's cool.
Now, there's a website that doesn't exist anymore called, ooh, did I level up? Yes, I did. A website called 2029.net, where they kind of went into all the lore. It's fan lore, but to kind of explain how this stuff happened. It was a neat concept. Okay, I need to sell everything. See, that's my type. Although she needs to lose the beanie.
Are we playing the game proper, or are we playing the DLC?
Oh, we're just playing the main game. There's a earlier stream that I have where I got to this point, and so now we're just kind of carrying on from that. So we now got the plasma rifle. We're now linked up with the Resistance, and so we're going through all that. Okay, we want to upgrade. Oh my God! Look at all the chips. We broke into an AI manufacturer. Okay,
So that's where the gram went.
Yep, we stole it for our plasma rifles. Evidently, Asus is going to start manufacturing RAM, and I'm kind of hoping they do. Okay, there we go. And we need a 3 thing. There we go.
Okay.
Chips compatible.
I've got a tough Terminator gun question for you all. Which shotgun's better, the T2 shotgun or the T1 shotgun, specifically the Spaz 12?
I would actually say it's got to be that lever action, because the Spaz 12 is all right, but man, that lever action flip cocking it, that is like the most awesome thing I've ever seen.
Are you asking like what's more cool or what's more functional?
Well, I know which one's more functional, but which one's cooler?
Oh, flip shotgun any day.
Although I do have to say the Remington 870 that Kyle Reese is using is pretty rad too.
Oh, that was an Ithaca.
Oh, was it an Oh, even better. Was it an Ithaca? I thought that was Hicks's shotgun in Aliens was an Ithaca. Well, let's look.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think it was from Aliens, but I'm pretty sure it's an Ithaca.
I honestly don't remember. I'd have to look. I do think it is an Ithaca in Aliens, at least, because they mentioned it in the book.
Yeah, the Aliens one's an Ithaca with a really weird pistol grip.
Ooh, do we tell her he was killed during the attack? Probably, you gotta say that. We're gonna be the good guy. Although, here's the interesting emotional question, though: do you tell her and have her lose all hope, or do you give her false hope? We're not gonna give her false hope. We're gonna have tough love.
It is an Ithaca. Okay. Yeah, no, the Ithaca's awesome. I want an Ithaca.
Haha, I are smart.
Yeah. I always assumed it was a Remington 870. So my bad, everyone, for misleading you.
Well, we'll just give you a citation. We won't put you in space jail.
Jinx.
Let's see. Yeah, so in the book, the Aliens novelization, it's mentioned that like that shotgun could be in a museum, that Hicks got it like from a great grandfather or something. I'm trying to remember the controls. I keep thinking it like A is like the activate button, but it's not. It's X. So I keep jumping. Everybody's gonna think Rivers is an insane asylum reject. Silverwings, Jennifer does not look like Tim Pool. Tim Pool is way uglier and needs to get his teeth fixed.
It's the beanie.
That is a bad line read there, Patrick. Where did you learn to fly?
Did you just quote the AVGN video?
Yes, I did.
Wow. Wow, was that a throwback?
That episode is probably like from what, 2013 or something.
No.
Yeah, somewhere right there.
It would have been
How-
before that. Where did
Wow.
you learn to fly? That's the Atari Jaguar. That's like 09, 2010.
Holy crap! I was still working at
Yeah,
that god awful Kroger job back then.
Yeah, it was. The basement was new. It was in the basement by then, not where they faked the basement, like in a garage or something.
Yeah.
You know, it was the actual basement, but it was before they put all the shelves behind him. I think it's definitely in the first 100.
Isn't it sad that he had to basically recreate his garage because his audience would be pissed if he was in a new location?
Yeah,
All right, what can I say?
they might as well be a set at that point. Well, I mean, it is a set, but I mean, do the Doug Walker thing and just have a studio.
See, like,
Yeah.
the different. Like Doug Walker, though, I think has been able to maintain quality longer than. What a way to shake up the elderly Lotz. Yes, it's like I'm gonna be 37 in 2 months. It's like, what happened?
Laugh, chat. It'll happen to you.
It'll happen to you. It'll happen
One
to
day
all of
you
us.
wake up and you're still a team that wasn't there before.
Okay, let me. I actually mentioned that. There we go. That should. I knew I'd forget. Okay, here we go. Audio is fixed. I knew I'd forget to fix that. At least it was just the first little bit. Okay, can everybody hear like at least a little bit of the dialogue? Maybe I can fix it a little bit more, but we got the termination knife. We can shiv him in the neck. So Cybermorph was the game that he was referencing in the Atari Jaguar review.
For some reason, that holographic talking female head always makes me think of Helena Bonham Carter.
I mean, she kind of looks like that.
Yeah, it makes me think of what's her face from the Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
Yeah, Perseus Kambata. That was a terrible movie. That is the worst Star Trek movie, even worse than Star Trek V.
You take that back.
It's
That's
worse
my
than Star
first-
Trek V. It
That's
is.
oh no, it's not. Star Trek 5's dumb. Star Trek: The Motion Picture, I argue, is better than Star Trek 3.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is how friendship then.
No, I'm. See, here's the thing though. I've actually known the soft touch of a woman, so I'll be like, yeah, whatever. So.
All right, you got me there. That was funny.
But no, I've never been that kind of guy where it's like, how dare you not have my opinion? You know, I've actually had people in the Discord be like, can I post this prequel thing? You're not going to kick me out. It's like, why would I kick you out because you posted something about TCW? I hate the show. I'm not going to be like, how dare you?
I got one of the, well, I got 8 of those comments from one person on my my Dune podcast I just did. We were reviewed The Butlerian Jihad by Kevin J. Anderson and Brian Herbert. And spoilers, it's god awful. It's one of the worst books I've ever read in my life.
I have to make the joke. Wait, one moment. I gotta make the joke real quick. Would you say it's the Big Butt Butlerian Jihad?
It is the Buttholerian Jihad. That's for sure.
But go on.
Oh, so bad.
I have a question,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a bit off topic, but it's you made me think of it when you made the Dune reference. Do y'all know who Dane Cook, the comedian, is?
Yes.
I do not.
Did you ever find him funny?
No. I thought the joke was that people thought he was funny.
I mean, he had a couple funny jokes, I will admit, but as a whole, no, I just found him obnoxious.
Was he the one that was in Good Luck Chuck with Jessica Alba?
And Waiting.
Yeah. Terrible. That's my review of Dane Cook's career.
I got no idea who that is. You know, oh damn it! Am I dead already? Yes.
He was a failed TV movie funny guy who got a second chance at life as a comedian and became the world's funniest comedian somehow.
I'll have to take your word for it. I'll have to look him up because I've never heard the name, or at least I don't think I have. Let's see. Do I think the AVGN is proving with having Mike Matei back? Yeah, he's doing a little better. Not much.
Oh god, is Mike Matei back?
Yeah. Big 10-incher himself.
Allegedly. I was one of the misfortunate people that was on the Cinemassacre Reddit when that happened.
Oh dear.
And I argue there's a little bit of camera trickery going on.
Oh, he went from underneath, didn't he?
Yep.
That's cheating. That gives you an extra 1.5 inches.
Although, you know, it could have easily just been fake. Like, there's a movie whose name I don't remember that I think had, like, Mark Wahlberg in it, where it's like a biopic, I think. Wait, say again?
Magic Mike.
Bip. Like Mike. I would actually say the motion picture is actually worse than Nemesis. Okay, the reason I'm gonna say that, like, the slow motion picture is worse is because it's so, I'm just gonna say nerdy, where like you got like people calling each other units and such, and there's that weird scene where like they have like new Spock and then like Kirk's ex-wife get like mutated into like a screaming head. I'm like, what is this? What am I watching? Oh, actually, you know what? Okay. As a concession to you, Chainsaw Man, I'll say that the motion picture is better than Star Trek Nemesis because at least it doesn't have the awkward mind rape scene.
Oh, it's better than all the TNG movies.
I don't know if I'll go that far.
I'll die on that hill.
Can I just point out how much I love the streams for the fact that we went from Dane Cook to Mike Matei's penis to Magic Mike back to Star Trek space rape.
Wait, Mike Matei was in Star Trek? I didn't know that.
Was he on Lower Decks?
I hate that show. I hate it. I'm
not even a Star Trek fan, and I still hate Lower Decks.
Is it for children?
Tylenol, children.
Okay. Hopefully y'all can hear this a little better now. Of course, then I'm an idiot and I didn't save because... There we go. Okay.
No, I don't even think Tylenol children would enjoy that. They would probably get pissed off like, no, that's not how that worked. I don't even know who the audience was for that, because Star Trek fans weren't going to enjoy it.
They do, though. I know they do, because I've had comments on my Star Trek videos like, oh, you love Lower Decks. I'm like, I would? It's just such a Zoomer thing of, like, instead of it just being a show about Star Trek, it's instead one of those things where there's a character named Chief O'Brien. Miles Bennett Bryan. That's not his name, but, like, Chief O'Brien is, like, a cool character. But one of the things about the Zoomers is they can't just enjoy something, they have to make it cringy. So I guess the best way to describe it is, instead of being like, oh yeah, that is a cool character, no, it's like, Miles O'Brien, fuck yeah. And that's exactly what it is in the show. They have like, Miles O'Brien is the most important character in the galaxy. Yes, they do that in the show. And I'm like, oh my god, how did you make that character lame now?
Did you watch all of? Oh God, what was the first Alex Kurtzman Star Trek show?
Yeah, I did. STD is what it's called. And
what is your opinion of the whole thing now that it's done? Because I think it is like fully done now.
Yeah, I got canned a couple years ago. One of my fans mentioned that like the fifth season was apparently good, but I can tell you the first season is one of the worst things I've ever actually seen in my entire life. Like, even if it wasn't Star Trek, it would still be bad. I was actually going to do a video on the whole thing, but I ran away from that because it's like I would have to watch the show again, and that's not going to happen. But like Michael Burnham, that's a female by the way, is the worst Star Trek character ever. Like the absolute worst.
Even worse than Wesley Crusher?
She makes him look like a god in comparison. Okay, like
wow,
it is just
that's pretty bad.
It is the worst thing I've ever seen. Like they completely betray Star Trek in every conceivable way. I did not mean to teabag the Terminator here. I just forgot that I was supposed to hit X. The teabaginator. But yeah, it's just terrible in every conceivable way. Like it's overly violent for what it is. It's very Zoomer, and I'm sure the Zoomers weren't even born yet. But like, for example, the first episode is called "The Vulcan Hello." Now that's the stupidest episode name I've ever heard in my life. There's a lot of weird things that happen. Like, our hero disobeys orders and gets a bunch of people killed and gets rewarded for it, of course. She's being transported to a new ship, and for some reason the pilot of this ship, the shuttle that's transporting her, just goes out on a spacewalk and dies, and no one brings it up again. Just stuff like that the entire time.
What is your opinion of Picard? I'm just gonna pick your brain about all the new Trek because I'm fascinated.
I didn't watch the first two seasons because I'd already been burned by those other ones, but I watched the third one. That's like the apology, and it's not okay. When I first saw it, I was like, "Oh, this is pretty." It's not good. It's not good, except for the last episode where they bring back the Big D. But all they really do is just rip off the Battle of Endor. That's pretty much it. Almost shot for shot.
Like kind of a remake of Nemesis in a way.
Not really. Arguably, Nemesis has a better plot, but they got to fly into the big Borg cube and blow it up, you know, Death Star style. There's like Picard has to reach his son because his son gets partially Borgized. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but it's not very good either. Yeah, Orville is one of those things that people said they liked, and I liked, kind of. But if you try to watch it, it's terrible. And once you get to season 3, it's nothing but transgenders. I'm not even making that up. Like, that's not even an exaggeration. The Worf equivalent is like part of a single-gendered species called the Mocklins, and like his husband-wife thing has a female child, which they don't like, and it's basically that for all of the 3rd season. So, yeah. No, it's not Orville Redenbacher, it's Orville Wright, the one of the inventors of the airplane.
It should have been Orville Redenbacher.
And if you really don't like the guy, Seth MacFarlane, you really won't like Orville, because it's all the Seth MacFarlane kind of jokes. Fuck my life.
Yeah, he doesn't write Family Guy anymore, does he?
I don't think so. I think he just voices the dog.
And Peter.
Oh,
And Quagmire.
Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go hack this thing so I can save my ammunition. I think Mike Matei left Cinemassacre because he couldn't stand James anymore, because apparently James has a really bad work ethic. I think.
Mike Matei seems like a humongous... Well, I can tell you from personal experience. Mike Matei is a humongous pain in the ass.
So would you say he's a humongous dick? Da-da-da-da. Blah.
I see what you did there.
Hate it. I hate the whole thing. I hated that when all that happened. That was so... Like, it was just the dumbest shit. He just did stupid shit. Anytime he was given more power than he really could handle, he'd always fuck it up.
Okay, you see Silverwings, there's a joke I've been waiting for somebody to make, but since nobody on the Cinemassacre Truth or anywhere is a gun person, they don't know to make it. There's a rifle manufactured by Sig Sauer in I think it's actually just Sig. I don't think Sauer exists anymore, but made by Sig in Switzerland, called the Sig 540. No one's made that joke. It's like, can't somebody say like, oh yeah, James's favorite gun, the Sig 540. Da 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 da.
I didn't know there was a Sig.
Call me a boomer Gen X, but what is 540?
Okay, 540. There's an episode of James and Mike Monday that it's a Let's Play, that thing that he did, and infamously they were like close to finishing one of the not Mortal Kombat, Mega Man games, and they just had to, and he just called it. It's like, oh, it's 540, I gotta go, and it's just completely inexplicable why he just left it 540.
And he freaked out. That was. Sorry. Thanks. That was like the big thing, is he made this big deal out of he had to leave at 540, and it just became a meme.
So yeah, it's like, but somebody needs to say Sig 540 because it exists. It's not really worth spending the $3,000 on, but it does exist.
I've never even heard of that gun. What's it chambered in?
It's just a PMAG adapter.
Oh,
is that the gun that's supposed to be the Cadillac of rifles?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Gonna take some pictures with our digital camera.
Our 1.3 megapixel.
So in the Terminator universe, I don't know if this is if this applies to this universe or not, but it's mentioned that all the like advanced technology is all manufactured in Australia because Skynet considered Australia to be completely pointless to blow up. It was like completely worthless, and so that's where most of the manufacturing happens. Mega Man X Part 2, 35 minutes, 18 seconds is where the 540 mean takes place.
Did either of you guys fund the backer kit project to get the steel case Terminator comics from Dynamite?
I actually considered it, but did not.
Do you want to hear my woes of this crowdfunding? I don't
Oh,
think
dear.
I've ever gotten into this. So, what they promised, if you paid a certain amount of money, you would get metal-bound omnibuses of all the Dark Horse Terminator comics, although it's not all of them, it's most of them, and all the Dynamite ones, which was the most comprehensive collection of Terminator comics they've ever done. Period. Personally, I would have liked the Now comic stuff from the early 80s. That stuff was pretty dope, and they've never collected that in anything. But anyway, so we backed this thing. This thing gets backed like almost immediately, and then they're like, "Oh, we can't bind the omnibuses in metal, so we're gonna do these slip cases." And it's like, okay, whatever. And for the 40th anniversary, they still have not given them to us.
Damn, see-
I'm hoping we get them in 2026 because Dynamite filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah, see, that's why I would never do a backer thing, because so many people have gotten burned by Kickstarter just not really being worth a damn.
Like the Ouya.
I was going to mention that. Yeah, the Ouya.
Oh yeah, went. Oh no.
Yeah, see, I had a friend who got the Ouya. You ever like have a friend that like is constantly like they got money and they just constantly like brag about all the shit they can buy, and it's always, to me it's funny when they like, oh, I've got the Ouya. It's like, cool, and it's like, oh, this thing is shit. I'm like, I could have told you that.
Okay, it's my turn to be like out of touch. I don't know what that is.
Okay, so imagine, if you will, an Android console. Now, here's how. Oh, wait, no, wait. Let me back up. So, imagine, if you will, an entirely open console that anyone can develop games for using the popular Android operating system. Does that sound good so far? It'll be unlike any console on the market today. Now, what do you think you actually get if you back the Ouya?
Probably next to nothing.
Well, it's a completely locked down console.
I remember what you got. If you were a founder, you got a special founder controller,
Yep.
and that was it.
What
And-
games could you play Fortnite on it?
Fortnite didn't exist
Nope.
yet. But
Oh, so-
even if it had existed, no, you could run absolutely nothing on it. It was literally just a phone, but in a console and more locked down than a phone. It had bad performance issues, and basically nobody liked it. Nobody bought it after it came out, and it died within less than a year.
And the controller was shit.
Are we
Do I
talking
think-
like a CoVision controller amount of shit?
I don't remember
No,
anything
I
about
mean, it was a generic Bluetooth controller.
On the
It
one
wasn't
hand,
weighted properly. The buttons were cheap. The glue was cheap.
You know what would be really awkward is if the friend I keep mentioning, who I don't give the name of, like I started talking to that guy again, and he started watching these things. He would know it was him. It's like, hey, why have you been shitting on me? I didn't say your name. It could have been somebody else. It's not you.
Run.
That's funny. Yeah, he decides to check you out after all these years. Hey, I like my Ouya.
Still uses it to this day.
I don't know. It's like, that would be very awkward, though. It's like, no. See, like, I didn't know I'd ever talk to you again, so technically, I'm the victim here. And yes, that's a reference to that wretched woman that like cheated on like her husband, and they got caught on the jumbotron. Now she's trying to pretend like she's a victim.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the victim. It's like
At a Coldplay concert of all things.
never go full Coldplay.
That's right, because they were all yellow.
Let's see, in television, Amigo. I never heard of that. And would IDW have made good Star Wars comics? No, they would not have.
No, IDW doesn't make very good comics most of the time.
It's like,
I think their turtle stuff used to be good until the Mutant Town thing happened, and then it was just an allegory for illegal immigration.
Because when I think Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I think of illegal immigration.
It's bad. Razor Fist reviewed that stuff like a couple years ago, and he's like, yeah, I recommend it. It's because the IDW one, it is, what if we took the 80s cartoon and we made it violent?
Yeah,
so rather
I
than,
knew it was going to be something like that. I knew it, but go on.
it works. It's like the one time that's ever actually worked. And it's a pretty solid comic for about half of its run, and then they switched creative teams, and it's suddenly they had this place called like Mutant Town, and it's like about segregation and no borders, blah blah blah, and it's like, really? And then we have a new turtle that's a girl turtle named Jenica, and she's the best thing ever, and she's in like a same-sex relationship or something like that.
Of course.
Remember, I didn't read much of it after that. But not to say that I don't support like diversity and whatever.
Run!
Oh,
Run!
yeah, you don't want to deal with that right now.
Oh no, it's Mecha Hitler.
Whoa, God.
Yeah, I got completely eradicated. But yeah, Silver Wings, there weren't any good games on the Ouya. Just imagine like Android games circa 2011, and that's your lot.
Minecraft? Was Minecraft? No, that would have been a few years after that.
Yeah.
That got.
My God, I'm old.
I mean, it was just a watered down Raspberry Pi.
Sad.
It was pretty bad. You know, when I was a kid, though, 30 years ago, they had a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles TV show called New Mutation. Phalis did some videos on it that were actually pretty hilarious.
Oh, is it the live action one?
Yeah, there was a girl turtle in that named Venus de Milo, and I'm not gonna lie, young General Lotz was kind of like, to furry or not to furry? That is the question.
Oh, Christ.
To furry or not to furry? It's just, I don't know.
It makes signals.
Just like,
I mean, the young general didn't fuck a turtle.
No, I did not. I'm not Dana Carvey.
Wow. There's another off the wall reference, but I love it.
For those who are not a million years old, Dana Carvey did a really terrible movie. I didn't remember this until like, oh crap, hide me. I didn't remember this until I watched a video on it just today. There's a movie called The Master of Disguise. I remember the trailer for this movie. And it's literally just Dana Carvey doing a bunch of really bad impersonations. And there's one that they showed in the trailers all the time, where like Agnostic is saying, like, where he just was going like turtle, turtle, turtle. It's like,
yeah,
it looks like
Hardly enough for the Turtle Club.
Didn't Nostalgia Critic review it?
Yeah,
like
he did, and
Critic?
yeah, and Phalis did as well. And it looks
Maybe
like
he did something of like cow poop.
Yep, he did that. But that's one of those movies that, you know, everybody who worked on that was blasted out of their mind on like coke or something.
Well, was it Happy Madison that produced it?
Yeah, it was the Adam Sandler.
The money laundering scheme that is Happy Madison Productions at that time. I mean, how else do you get 8 Crazy Nights made?
I've never seen that,
Like,
but that is a weird thing as well.
you know, I have a weird love for that film. I used to have a podcast where we referenced it on a regular basis, and I'd be because like Adam Sandler voices 3 of the main characters in it, and we just used to do impressions of Whitey Duvall. And he kind of talks like this for the whole movie.
Uh-oh.
And it would just do that back and forth. I don't know. I kind of love 8 Crazy Nights because only that era of Adam Sandler would have gotten a film made like that, because it's animated like really well. Like I think it's on par with like 90s Disney. But it is terrible. It's like intentionally terrible.
And probably wants to be Mossad will remember this. Because yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I haven't thought about that movie in years. Oh, the turtle scene was shot on 9/11. Oh my.
Did you ever see fuck was that movie called? Grandma's Boy?
Yeah, a long time ago.
You know, for a Sandler movie, it's not his worst work, but I just don't find it funny.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like it's a specific type of humor that just isn't really a thing anymore. It's why he's like relegated to Netflix.
And then he made a sequel to like that golf movie.
Oh yeah, Happy Gilmore. It's his like most marketable film ever.
So my problem with Sandler is he does the same 3 character. He's either the retarded Tylenol kid, or he's the angry shouty guy, or he's the cold cynical guy.
Or a combination of 2 and 3.
Yep.
And that's just, and like he always has to have the like way out of his league, like hot wife character.
Yep.
And then he casts his own wife in like a small role in each film. I think the only time she's ever played his love interest in a film was 8 Crazy Nights, the animated film.
That sounds about right.
See, and this might piss people off, but Kevin Smith is the same for me. Like his movies all follow the same formula.
Well, Kevin
Quirky
Smith,
guy with hot girlfriend, 3rd act breakup, get together in the end.
or don't. Chasing Amy as the what if they didn't do that?
I never saw Chasing Amy.
It's a good middle to a movie. It's a horrible beginning and a really bizarre end. That's like really pathetic, and I don't know. So here is my take on Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith's best film is his first film, and every film after that is a step down until we get to Yoga Hosers, which may be one of the worst movies ever made, and that it's kind of leveled out in like he just makes the worst things ever.
No.
Like,
I was an extra in Zack and Mary.
were
Wow.
you?
Yep.
Was that him though? I thought that was Judd Apatow.
I think that might have been him directing. I think that was like his attempt at like mainstream.
It still followed the same exact tropes though, of quirky guy with hot girlfriend gets her in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never really cared for Kevin Smith, to be honest. I mean, like, I watched some of his stuff. I like Dogma. I thought that was actually a halfway adequate movie.
Alanis that is God.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was all right. The thing about, like, Dogma, though, is if you go into that movie and you don't know who Kevin Smith is, like, the emphasis on the Jay and Silent Bob characters is going to come off as, like, who are these people? Am I supposed to know who they are?
And then the irony is that when Jay and Silent Bob got their own movie, it's terrible because they don't work as main characters.
Crap.
$15, little man. Put that shit in my hand.
I do not get the reference. I do not get that reference. Let's see. Silver Wings? Oh, I didn't know you were a filmographer. So you filmed Happy Gilmore 2. Well, you know, a paycheck is a paycheck.
Yeah, that's the best part of a movie like that is people got paid.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's not like 50s Italian cinema where they would just film people on the street without their permission.
That does sound like Italy.
Yeah. Film everything without an audio crew. We'll dub them in later. I do love Italian, like some spaghetti westerns. I've been on that kick lately with watching some Sergio Leone. Just watched for a few dollars more the other day. That is a good film, especially in 4K.
See, stuff like that's not bad, but man, it's so slow. All those movies are very 70s, or like that final showdown in one of those Dollars movies where they just keep cutting back and forth between the eyes, and it's like, wachoo, 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 wachoo. It's like, just shoot somebody already, and I don't think they even shoot anybody in that scene.
How does that go, General?
It's like,
Well, that's the end of the good, the bad, and the ugly, and it's about the. So the reason that's so long is because Ennio Morricone, who scored it, he scored it before they even shot the film. So Sergio Leone would just play his pieces of music over a loudspeaker, and then they would choreograph the film accordingly.
you know, that sounds about right. You know, but
way of making a movie.
Yeah, I mean that is very 70s. The 70s just they literally would milk everything for what it's worth.
It's technically 60s.
Oh, okay. I thought that was 70s.
No, I mean they got popular in like the late 60s here, but they were made in like the mid 60s in Italy. But they are very new Hollywood. They're really violent. I mean, it is a film where they make Tuco the thief and just all around horrible person, sympathetic as he gets the crap kicked out of him, while all those poor Confederate soldiers are forced to sing.
I have not seen those movies in a long time because I don't remember anything about that. Let's see. Let's go.
I remember the big song "Ecstasy of Gold."
Mm-hmm. Oh, at that when they're trying to find when they go to the graveyard.
Yeah.
At the very end, yeah.
That song is a banger.
Mm-hmm. That's what Metallica opens all their concerts with.
They'd have the ecstasy of silver because silver price went up to $80 an ounce.
It was also the opening to the Opie and Anthony show.
Oh crap! That giant. You can't actually kill the T-47 right now. When you get the violet plasma, you can, but just with the regular like plasma rifle in the 40-watt range, you are fucked. Like it's literally impossible to kill it. I think.
You can what you can do is you can just lead it and blow up every barrel onto it, and you can kill it that way. I don't know on harder difficulties if that's the case or not.
Well, I'm just playing on regular. Shit, run! Fuck!
It took forever to do it that way, though.
Let's see. What was a person who made a show really good, then they came back, but they got really woke? I know there's. Wait a second.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh yeah, but he hasn't made anything good since before he was governor.
I liked the fuck was that movie where they were ripping off the Mexican cartel?
Last Stand?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not Last Stand. That was where he was like a small town sheriff.
Oh. Oh, Sabotage?
Yes, Sabotage.
I hated Sabotage, but that was just everyone was just a giant asshole that wasn't interesting.
I found I can't remember his name. His wife was the biggest piece of shit.
I don't remember. I
That
saw
could
it
be-
once when it came out.
Like, do you have any idea how little that narrows it down in Hollywood?
Oh my god, what was that guy's name? And he's my favorite actor from Avatar too, which sucks. Sam Worthington. Sam Worthington was in it, and his wife in the movie was the biggest piece of shit who's like cheating on him with a black guy named Sugar.
What? Oh
I
man.
don't at all. But I don't really remember this movie other than like
I should have knocked him down.
Schwarzenegger's character is like trying to be like really cool and he's just not. It's like James Woods in Vampires. Where John Carpenter wants you to think he's just the coolest guy ever. And he's just not. He has old man pants. He does. He got the old man pants. And it's like tucked up to his nips. Like how
I was watching an old episode of Star Trek TOS, and some of those uniforms that they got on, it's like, pull your pants down. Oh my god, what are you doing? Not like all the way off, but like up to your, yeah, like.
they're like just, you know, it might as well be overalls at that point, you know.
Yeah. Like, pull your pants down. Oh my, that I didn't mean like in a sexual harassment way. I meant like, you know, like so you don't look like an idiot way. I swear.
It's other harassment.
And yeah, a lot of people really did lose respect for Schwarzenegger after he said "fuck your freedoms." It's like, Mr. Schwarzenegger. Ugh.
Well, he's just a strange man. He like lets his horse live in the house with him.
Oh
stuff.
my!
Yeah, he has like a mini horse and like a donkey, and they like live in the house with him.
That just it just keeps getting worse. Oh dear.
So I had the misfortune of trying to watch the Stallone reality show that's trying to be the Osbournes. And there's an episode where Stallone goes to Schwarzenegger's house and he's like, what if they crap on the floor? And Schwarzenegger's like, so what if they do? And I'm like, why do you have barn animals in your house?
I mean, he is German after all.
Austrian.
Oh, whatever. Same thing.
Yeah, it's splitting hairs. Potato, potato.
He's gonna pretend like as a gun tuber that calls the Belgians the chocolate French. I'm not sure why though.
Because of Belgian
Have
chocolate.
you ever come across a YouTuber called Space Ice?
No.
He reviews movies and he does it in a comedic way. And he just recently covered this Nicolas Cage movie where he's in the Wild West. And
Yeah,
oh
I've
my
heard that movie.
god, was it cringe.
You know, like, what is the deal with like the 80s and early 90s too, where like they have like these shows that are supposed to be set in our reality, and yet they have people going back in time. Like MacGyver went back into like the Middle Ages somehow. And like Walker Texas Ranger, that might as well be Power Rangers but with a beard. That is the stupidest show I have ever seen in my life. And I grew up with it, but it's so dumb. Like Cordell Walker goes back in time because he's got like a cowboy version of himself, and somehow he solves crime in the Old West because he goes on like a vision quest. It's like, what am I watching?
Well, you know what that show was supposed to
I
be?
won't let you talk shit on my Dr. Quinn medicine woman, okay?
I've never seen that, to be honest, though. But what were you saying,
It's a joke.
Chainsaw?
Well, it was supposed to be a Lone Wolf McQuade show, from what I heard,
I
and
did not-
he couldn't write, so he just did Lone Wolf McQuade again, but he called him Walker.
See, I don't know who Lone Wolf McQuade is, so
Oh, it's one of his better films from the 80s where he's like a modern he's a Texas Ranger and he goes up against David Carradine, who's like a billionaire that's like ruining the town or something. I can't remember.
And he's on the search
But
for a great rope so he can get off, right?
You know, Ted Nugent was a Texas Ranger.
I did not know that.
not
Yeah, he
I
was
don't-
deputized and everything.
Yeah, my mom's not a big fan of Ted Nugent. She just doesn't like the fact that he posts all the dead animals and such. And I get it. That is pretty tacky.
Dude, do you remember when fuck was his name from I can't think of his name from Under Siege.
Steven Seagal.
When Steven Seagal was a cop and lawman.
Oh my god! Don't get me started with my love of Steven Seagal and how horrible he just is.
Yeah.
I have a weird obsession with making fun of Steven Seagal, but
Maybe
yeah,
check-
no, he wasn't. So that show is absolutely fascinating because the third season is like banned because he spoilers went off script and drove like a Humvee through what was compound in Arizona that allegedly had like illegal cockfighting. And he ran over this man's dog, and he caused such a scene that he ruined the evidence. They couldn't arrest the guy. They rescue all these poor chickens, only to have to euthanize them.
Ouch.
And he caused such a mess, and that they couldn't finish airing that third season, and it's pulled from streaming. It's not as funny of a season as the first two, which are in Louisiana, where he trained, he did like these seminars for this parish in Louisiana where like he taught Aikido to the police officers, so they made him like an honorary volunteer police officer. And so the show is that he claims he's actually a police officer
Oh my
because Stephen
god.
Wolf is an infamous liar
Yeah.
about all sorts of things. And they will edit. He goes on like ride-alongs with other police officers where he wears his terrible yellow ballistic glasses everywhere, and like wears like all this police gear that doesn't fit him because he's just too fat. But like,
He's wearing the tactical glasses from that infomercial.
What was it, like
Yes.
the Eagle Vision or something? I think I know what you're talking
And
about.
you are right. It was nothing but a glorified ride along. He wasn't actually deputized.
no, it's just it's all fake. But like they will edit it like he is the most competent police officer there, even though he's not a police officer. Like they'll be like, he'll be like, "Hey, wait, I see something," and then they'll like do a slow-mo, like zoom in on something, like a baggie of something,
A baggie. It's got.
or like someone has a weapon or something. But half the time they can't zoom in well, and it's like all blurry and nonsensical. It's just the shittiest show. And there's like one episode where his like latest wife is on there, and she's just the most insufferable, obnoxious woman. And
You
like,
remember when he was trying to teach the police officers how to shoot correctly?
oh, that's the pilot episode. Yeah.
Like, I've seen your movies, dude. You have no right giving gun tips to anyone.
Yeah, and it's so funny because he used to be like okay with firearms in his early films, but like it's like he got to a point when it started going straight to video where he just closed his eyes shooting.
Mm-hmm.
And
No
it's
look, flinch shooting.
no look, swapping hands constantly with like with rifles that doesn't make any sense.
Yep.
He just does weird things. My personal favorite era of Seagal films, though.
Oh, I think
Yep.
you got cut off.
He did a film that is literally a Chinese propaganda film called China Salesman. and in it he fights Mike Tyson, but the two of them were never in the same room,
Oh my god, that's beautiful.
and he doesn't stand up in like any of his fight scene. It's so bad. Of course, Mike Tyson is god awful in that film too. He's like trying to do like a weird like I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. Like if it's supposed to be South African or what. It is bizarre. He's putting on some sort of bizarre accent. It's horrible. China Salesman is only worth watching just for the Seagal Tyson fight, which is near the beginning. Shut it off after that. It's not worth watching after that. Like it's not super funny. It's just really boring and really long.
I mean, that's usually the worst aspect of any like bad movie is that it's just boring. Like The Room isn't really that boring. It's just like you want to see how much more of a train wreck it can be.
Yeah, like a lot of his like later films have like really boring moments, or like he's like hitting on like young women that are like young enough to be his granddaughter at this
Yeah.
point. Or another a boring one is called Sniper Special Ops, where he sits in a chair for most of the film while Rob Van Winkle does things, because he went through that phase where he did a bunch of like really bad movies where you get like someone that could actually move around well. Like there's one he did with Stone Cold Steve Austin that's like a prison riot movie. And then he did one with called Against the Dark, which is a zombie vampire film. And he's teamed up with The Rock's cousin. And The Rock's cousin does all the fighting. And Steven Seagal just walks around hallways for the whole film.
Yeah.
Real quick before we get way off topic, when he was the lawman, I guarantee you half of those people he saw with guns or drugs were extras.
Yes.
Because there's no way they would send him on a street bus with somebody with a gun if it wasn't in a controlled environment.
Yeah, and I don't know that like Steven Seagal would actually be, ballsy enough to actually go up against people who could actually hurt him.
Yeah,
No.
well, I mean, I think we're all familiar with when Van Damme tried to fight him at Stallone's house.
Okay, let me check the chat real quick, because let's see, yeah, silver is gone through the roof, and yeah, actual currency is supposed to have like some sort of precious metal backing, but we haven't had that since like the 70s. I don't know what's going to happen with gold and silver, but I'm trying not to pay too much attention to it, so I won't be overly stressed. Let's see.
Yeah. It's a weird thing when you try to invest in precious metals, because it doesn't always affect the economy the way you think it would. I mean, I'd rather have gold and silver than like no currency, like digital currency.
Yeah, because that's shit. I don't trust Bitcoin. Let's see. Terminator Salvation is a guilty pleasure. I've never played it, but I've heard about it. It's just a generic third-person shooter. But hey, if it works, it works. And T2 2D is a very good game. Very short though. That's why we're in this game now, because we beat it in like 20 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
How long do you keep going?
I'm good. I'm enjoying tonight. So however long y'all want to go, we can keep going, because my excretory system is not screaming at the moment, so we're good.
All right, because I gotta bow out. I gotta head into work. So.
Oh, damn.
Okay. You have a good night, dude, or good morning, or however you look
It's
at
all
it.
right. Yeah, don't end the stream just because I'm leaving. Keep playing by all means.
All right.
All right, gentlemen and chat. Love you all. Check out the podcast. It's live.
Resident Evil time.
Damn straight. All right, gentlemen, Happy New Year if I don't talk to y'all before.
Yeah, Happy New Year. You have a good one, dude.
Bye.
Later.
Damn it, I keep
All right.
messing up the buttons. I keep thinking it's A, but it's X. You think I'd figure that out now. Let's see. The game isn't brilliant, but something to turn your brain off. Yeah, I can see that. I like the story well enough in this game, but yeah, this is very much a gameplay kind of game. It's kind of like a cross between Fallout and Far Cry, to a certain extent.
Yeah. Okay, which one's better? This or RoboCop Rogue City?
Oh, that's a hard one to answer. Because, like, on the one hand, ooh, yeah. I want to say RoboCop's a little better, but I kind of like this one a little more just in terms of a game. I don't know. I have to think about that a little bit. Because I think RoboCop's story is better, but I think the gameplay in this is better.
Yeah. I will say I don't like the Annihilation Line DLC. Is it okay if we talk about that a bit?
Yeah, I've already spoiled it anyway.
And it's not necessarily the story itself I have a problem with. What I have a problem with is it should be integrated into the game better. You have to re-level yourself out to a certain level. And I found that really frustrating. And I had like the primo gun loadout by the end of the game, and I wanted that to go over or something close to it. But no, I couldn't do that, and I had to they give you like a bunch of in-game currency to get like a good loadout to where you would be. But I don't think it's done well, and it's clunky. And then the T8, what was those weird Terminators from Salvation are in it. Just fine in like the there's like the prologue to the DLC that's a flashback to when the main character's a kid, because that would make sense with the timeline, but they show up again later on in the game and it doesn't make any sense.
It sounds like it was mainly just a DLC to like make some extra money, maybe to fund RoboCop, and they didn't really think it through.
Yeah, and Kyle Reese is like the main person helping you out in it, but they couldn't get Michael Biehn's likeness. That's weird. They recreate one of the scenes from one of the flashbacks in the first Terminator, which is kind of neat. And you can find the AMT hardballer.
Even though
That's
it wouldn't really...
What's that?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, it wouldn't be really that useful in the future war, though.
No, and it wouldn't work. It has that terrible laser.
Yeah, when you think about it, like, that laser would be, like, completely dead by 2029.
Dead, if not the cable getting caught in the slide, which was the problem with all those AMT hardballers.
And if there's any rubber on that thing, it would have long since decayed away. Made it through there. Yeah, this is the proper future war in many respects. It's nice and dark and blue. But you ever wonder, like, how do they eat, like, the survivors? Like, you're not going to really be farming at this point, I don't think.
You're going to be eating canned goods. And you'd probably run out by now.
Yeah. It's from 1997 to 2029, so it's like, if there's no farming, I can only assume they gotta have, like, maybe hydroponics or something like that hidden somewhere. Like, that's pretty much the only thing I could do. Like, fresh water, like, where would you find this? And, like, Skynet, you know, would of course have every reason to poison all the water supplies because it doesn't need to drink.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it's like, it doesn't matter. It's like, you repeat to yourself, it's just a game or just a movie.
Because it's the same deal with like Fallout, if you think about it.
Fallout's not as bad though, because like you could farm after a nuclear apocalypse like that. I mean, realistically in Fallout, it would basically be the West would be no longer in power, and it would be, you know, like Brazil would probably control most of the world, because you're not going to waste a nuke on Rio de Janeiro. No one's going to do that. I guess that's one of those things where like the T2 books did a good job of that, where like, yeah, Russia and America's been blown up, but you still got like South America, you still got countries that no one cares about, and you're not going to waste nukes on that, because you only have so many nukes. Only so many nukes are going to work. And so, you know, humanity was, in the T2 books, was trying to rebuild after the first Judgment Day, while Skynet made some more nukes, and then had a second Judgment Day, where Skynet blew up everything else. Which I thought was pretty neat. At first, nobody even believed the whole killer robot thing, because like John Connor was trying to show this sub commander. I was trying to explain this to like a submarine commander, and he was like, "What?" And then they like find a Terminator, and still the sub commander doesn't want to believe it. It's like, oh yeah, it could be from like a movie. It's like, literally, the world has been nuked. Why would somebody try to prank somebody about that? It's now, are you familiar at all with S.M. Sterling?
No, not other than still writes and wrote a Conan book not too long ago. But...
yeah, he did that. He's most known for the Draka, or actually it's the Draka. I always pronounce it Draka. It's actually the Draka. Have you heard of that book series? The Domination of the Draka?
No, I have not.
Oh dearie me! If y'all ever want to read like the darkest thing ever, I tried reading the first book and it was too dark for me. So imagine, if you will, there's a colony that forms in South Africa, and basically they take over the world, and they're horrible slave-holding bastards.
Huh.
And basically the whole book series is them taking over the world. It starts up in the alternate World War II, where you still got the Naz, you still got the Japanese, but you also have the Draka, who decide to attack everybody and win. And also somehow they have 1960s technologies in the 1940s. And they're not Rassasicisms. Oh no, they are equal opportunity slavers. They enslave everybody. So it's a very dark series. Like, one of the main characters is actually one of the Drakas, and like he gets he gets disgraced because he like wants to marry one of his they don't call them slaves, they can't do that because they're supposed to be the good people, so they call them helots, which is I think Greek for slave or something like that. But it is like the darkest thing ever. I've like I said, I couldn't even finish the first book. It's so bleak. It's like they take over Italy and just start like slaughtering everybody. That's why they often call, or they, fans of his call him S&M Sterling.
Oof.
So yeah.
Yeah, I was only familiar with these T2 books and that Conan book.
Yeah, that's his commercial work, so it's not that dark. Although it does get a little dark. Oh crap, I'm getting shot by everything. I don't know how much of this is a spoiler, but like the humans help Skynet in the T2 books.
Mm-hmm.
The Luddites. Where it gets dark, he does devote an entire book in that trilogy to just it's literally called The Future War. And it's pretty good. Like, it goes through the whole future war.
Huh. Yeah, I've never read any of his. I've heard it's good. It's the better Terminator expanded media.
It's the only one that actually tells a coherent story. They try to give explanations for like, how did John Connor get like the face scar. Here's a spoiler for that. It's a cyberized seal. Yes.
Oh,
really?
Okay.
Since I think it predates Terminator 3, they have like a a Terminatrix that shows up. It's an I-90. SM Sterling didn't really know the numbers, so there's no T-800s. It's just T-101s, and it goes up and down from there.
Huh.
But yeah, Sarah Connor like gets into a relationship with the human template for the T-100 named Dieter von Roschbach. Because of course she does. Why would she not? They have like some Terminators built with like early 2000s technologies. They I could make like a really bad joke and will. So like the I-90 goes back in time with like chips shoved up her vagina. That doesn't actually happen. She actually literally has it like cut into her leg, but whatever. It sounds funnier. That you could do it though. I'm just saying.
And
but
she's
anyway.
the sentient Terminator, right?
Mostly. She basically has like a computer in her brain that can take over. And there's actually a really creepy scene at the end of the first book where like she dies. Do you want to be spoiled at all or no?
You can spoil. I probably won't remember.
Okay, like she dies, right? Like they shoot her. But then the robot brain takes over and like puppets her like a zombie. It's really neat.
Huh. That's interesting, because like that's Infiltrator, the first one, right? That
Yeah.
she's in.
Yeah, she dies in the first book, and then like her clone daughter, because yes, they bring back cloning technology, is like the villain for the second book, and then it's Future War after that.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Skynet Terminator comment. That's not good. Oh yeah, I remember seeing that. Where the Resistance captured Skynet outposts and used the human flesh to grow lab-grown meat. I think that's from the T3 books. The T3 books go nowhere. Like, they're both by Aaron Alston, and they go absolutely nowhere.
Huh. I was curious about those. I almost bought one of them that he signed, and I got outbid on it, though.
I mean, if you want it for like a collectible, but don't expect the story to actually have a point. Because I think there might have supposed to have been a third one, but they don't actually follow up on anything they start in that.
Well, the T3 it's just a mess when they tried to do that. Because there's a T3 comic that's a prequel that like is like one of those like kind of rarer Terminator comics where like it only was in singles, I think. Never got a trade.
It's always annoying when they do that. It's kind of like the Magician comic where they didn't even finish the second half of the first book, and it was only in singles and never actually got collected. But they collected the first half.
Well, like Terminator's changed comic book rights hands so many times. It started with Now Comics. Then it went to Dark Horse in the early 90s, except for Terminator 2 was done by Marvel. Then it went to another company that did that T3 prequel. Then it went to Dynamite. Then it went back to Dark Horse. And then it went back to Dynamite again. That's where it is currently.
They just never want to finish Terminator, because if you win the Future War, you got no more story to tell. Even though you could just tell the Future War, because you've got 30 years of stuff you could talk about. But they never do it.
Well, it's just so many. Not Star Wars was so magical. It's like ruined. It ruins other IPs for everyone else. Like the expanded universe was just so well thought out. Even it has problems. Don't get me wrong, but it has significantly less problems than literally any other IP. I think the only one that comes close is Indiana Jones. And that's mainly because like people just forgot that Indiana Jones had things. So things just don't contradict because people don't remember them.
Yeah, because I didn't know there was like this massive like Indiana Jones expanded universe. I just know the 3 movies. I'm like a fucking normie.
Well, I mean, there's 20 Bantam books. No, there's 12. There's 12 Bantam books, 1 Del Rey book, Marvel Comics that went to like issue 36, a bunch of Dark Horse miniseries. There's a lot, and it's all connected. It has some issues, but not a lot, and mainly those are George Lucas's fault. Him changing things like decades later was always annoying, and
I mean,
that's
that
him
is...
forgetting his own continuity that he established.
Yeah, that always seems to be the way. Okay, we're gonna finish one of these missions and call it a day because I'm about to get curvature of the spine. We got one last mission to complete.
And I need a tamale.
You know, despite having a bit of the old Hispanic heritage, never liked tamales. I don't know why. Just never got into them.
I'll love tamales for you. Don't worry.
Well, that works because like it's kind of weird. Like I know that they're supposed to be good, but I've had them before. Never liked them. I even had the real ones, like made out of like, and this is gonna sound gross only because it is. Although I guess it's not supposed to taste bad, but like real tamales are supposed to be made out of like actual like face meat.
Face meat's good. You're talking to someone that likes eating cheek and cow cheek and cow tongue. So, although I've never eaten cow eye. When I was in Mexico, we went on this taco tour a few months ago, and I was eating the cabeza. I love cabeza.
Yeah.
But it is gross stuff that you wouldn't think of eating. And one of the people on the tour ate eye cabeza. That's a little much for me. Apparently it was really tender, but I ate some. I like the tongue and the lip. Those are my favorites. I do like cheek, but tongue and lip. Cow tongue, cow lip. Good stuff.
And see, this is the thing. When you go to the old Mexico's, don't ask what's in it. Just eat it.
It depends. It depends on where you are, because some of that. I had bad birria in Mexico, and that damn near killed me. I got a meat fever. I got a fever from the bad meat. It was terrible.
Yeesh. I got a fever. And the only prescription is more eye meat. Wait, no.
Yeah, no. I was in PV, and like some of the best seafood you'll ever eat.
Oh,
like fresh mahi. Oh, it was so good.
Yeah, I just never really got into like super Mexican foods. Like you think I would, because well, you know the whole heritage and such, but just never really. Just didn't really. Yeah, it's like tamales. I can take it or leave it.
See, I'm very fortunate that my wife is like one of the best cooks I've ever met in my life, and her mother is like a professional caterer, and makes really, really good food. And they're both Hispanic, so I get like the best Mexican food ever. I get the best food ever, period.
That is good. That is good. And yeah, the only prescription is more cowbell. Ugh.
You all right?
Well, I've been sitting here looking. You see, it looks full screen for you, but like for me, I'm looking at all this in a window because I don't have room for a second monitor. So I'm playing this in like this tiny window. Oh, so my neck is tired. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been an awesome stream. It's too bad that Triple X had to bow out so he could like pay bills. Like, who needs to pay bills, man? It's like all we need is love, man, and not money.
And EBT. Don't forget the EBT.
Exactly. All right. Well, next time, I'm not sure what the next stream is gonna be yet. I do want to do one stream before the year is out, but I'm not sure what game it's gonna be yet. I gotta think about that. So I've been General Lotz.
I've been Stupid Chainsaw Productions.
And we'll catch y'all next time.
Stay Gucci, everyone.